So at this point in the game, I think I feel pretty confident with my teammates in Chartreuse. With the expulsion of Billy from our ranks, we've grown closer as a team. And going forward, I can only hope I don't have to vote any of them off, but I will if I have to.
I'm just feeling like something sneaky is going to happen today, so I don't really know what to expect.
Lots has happened since last week. Early in the week, I got in a group chat with Sam and Robbie. Fast forward to today, I'm also now in a group chat with Jaden and Robbie. And Jaden doesn't know how tight Robbie and I are with Sam, and Sam doesn't know how tight Robbie and I are with Jaden. We go to tribals, there might have to be a question of which alliance is stronger, but I'm excited to see what the night holds, and I'm just really hoping to make it out alive. Hashtag Team Parker, hashtag Team Survivin', which is the chat with Sam and Robbie, and hashtag Team Robbed Goddesses, which is my team with Jaden and Robbie.
At this point, going to tribal with this small of a group, it could go any number of ways, and I frankly don't know if I would be safe. Finley knows that I was tossing up her name, and I'm not sure if Biba and Kenter are more strongly aligned with me or with Finley. So
it's the point in the game where you never really know. Like before, I felt like I had a little bit of a sense of what's gonna go down, and now I'm just like, ooh, it's anybody's game. So I'm excited to jump the fuck in.
I feel calm and ready, like a hurricane about to erupt.
Congratulations on surviving up to episode 3 with your cohorts, comrades in crime, your alliance members, your team members. Maybe those two things are the same. Maybe they're not. If you were feeling like you're in trouble, you're going to be very happy right now. If you're feeling all good, you're going to be very upset right now. We're doing a tribe swap, everybody. We are going to be putting the 14 of you into 2 tribes of 7. So as we see, this is a list randomizer. I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible. I got 2 groups. I'm going to press this shuffle button and it's going to shuffle you all into 2 groups. All right, here we go. Everybody ready? Here we go. Survivors ready. Go. All right, for tribe 1, we have Robbie, Biba, Sam, Kenter, Parker, Jessica, and Jaden. Tribe 2, we have Killian, Storm, Finley, Matthew, Lena, Yael, and Michael. Team Chartreuse is still together, aren't they?
Okay, and random.
Okay, randomizer. You were so transparent.
That's how it happened, I guess.
Protest. Say protest in the chat. Protest.
You know, this has happened on, actually, this happened on Real Survivor All-Stars, I believe. And Amber was the odd one out of that team. She went on to win, so. Just saying. All right, now I'm going to put you all into your rooms. That's crazy.
This solved all of my worries tonight. I met Killian and Storm in real life last week. We all went out to dinner together and it was so cool. It was just fun to connect and talk about non-survivor stuff and also survivor stuff. So I'm very happy.
I personally love the energy in the studio at this moment in time, given that it's my whole team and now like fresh meat, basically. Somebody is getting butchered and it's not none of the bitches I came in here with.
I'm feeling a little bit in the hot seat, but in a fun way. You know, I'm here on this new team. It's me and Finley.
This is a spooky one, Ethan. The randomizer put me in the group that already was a group. However, I've been doing some click, clip, clapping. It seems like some of it's a little divided. I think I got my little fingies out enough to maybe have saved myself from being the easy first pick.
Nervous about today because I might be in trouble. Like I might be voted.
I think that I have, you know, enough people that I can hopefully trust. Plus I have a little hidden, oh, that's my cat. I have a little hidden immunity. Shut up. I have a little, oh my God, I have a little hidden immunity idol up my sleeve.
I am feeling like I'm in a really good spot with my tribe. We'll see where the game takes us. You never know what what will come up in this crazy game of Survivor. So, I'm staying on my toes.
Parker and I are going to have to make a decision which triplet we're going to be truthful to. The Rob Goddesses or the Love Triangle.
Kind of crazy. I gotta ask, Finley, how does it feel being one of the two people who are on your own here?
A little spooky, but that's okay.
Matthew, are you also feeling like, it is what it is, we'll just do our best? Seems like that's the kind of energy I'm getting from Finley.
It's exhilarating for sure, but I mean, what else do you play the game for at the end of the day?
Amen. All right, well, I'm going to announce the very first challenge. This challenge is going to be similar to the first challenge we did. In many seasons of Real Survivor, they have one challenge where they force the contestants to eat really disgusting food. We're not going to do that. I have no way of doing that. But instead, what I would like you to do as a group is to come up with a recipe for a spectacularly disgusting dish, only using items that you could find on an island in Fiji. Once you come up with this recipe, please type out however you're explaining your recipe, whichever way you want. And then I'm going to read the recipes to a guest judge. And then that guest judge is going to pick whichever one they feel is the most disgusting thing they've ever heard of. And then that team will be safe from tribal council.
Is this for a certain meal? Did I miss that? Or is it any type of recipe?
Anything.
We should make a dessert.
I'm thinking magma.
I feel like you could do a play on sandwich with sand.
Nice.
Another thing that's really gross, whenever they do it on the island, the shit's been sitting out, baking in the sun for a little bit.
For 5
and
hours.
it gets flies on it's gonna have flies on it.
It curdles.
Okay, Parker is typing.
I'm trying. I'm struggling to keep.
Maggots.
But it's diarrhea. It feels like magma coming out.
One of the methods of cooking is like baby birding the fish, so you like chew it up
Yes,
in
you
your mouth. and then-
pre-chewed.
In fact, you know what? Because it's a bat, we can even call it guano. Let's get real.
Guano, let's get
fuck.
Take like liver and they bury it for 30 days and then they like burp it and then they eat it.
So add one of those obnoxious bio paragraphs before you get to an online recipe.
Skin from like your calloused skin.
Now it's just time to make sure it's all well composed.
Yeah, composed.
Yep. Oh, don't even worry, guys.
Parker, you're typing this out.
I'm trying.
Alrighty, welcome back everybody into the challenge room. Please welcome our extra special guest judge, Anna O'D, the winner of Survivor Skid Kids versus Massholes. Our very first winner. Anna, thank you for joining us.
Hello.
I would say of all of the winners, everybody has their own strength. From my perception, your biggest strength was that you played a clean game. You made all of the right moves at the right time. Do you have any advice for our current survivors who are making their way through All Stars?
Play with your gut instinct and make a lot of allies, because they're not going to vote you out if you're friends with everyone.
Wise words that only could be said from our very first winner. Congratulations again, Anna. And thank you again for guest judging. For this challenge, I was inspired by the gross food eating challenges that they do on Survivor, the real TV show. So what I had asked each team to do is to write up a little recipe for the most disgusting dish that they could dream of, using only items that they could find on an island in Fiji. I'm going to read you these two recipes and you're going to decide which one seems the most abhorrent.
Okay.
And then that team will be safe from tribal council. Gooch. All right, number one. This recipe has been in my family for years. Before we get into the recipe, let's talk about the history. There is no jump to recipe button. I've been on this island for a long time, and this recipe just fell into my lap. We get very hungry on the island, so anything is yummy. This is a stew. First, grab a shoe as your bowl, because obviously you couldn't pack one since space is limited. Step two, bring the feces of your castaways to a boil. Use the dandruff from your hair and the dirt from under your nails for some extra flavor. For some crunch, Peel off the dry skin from your feet and sprinkle it in. For protein, get fish from a flying by bird and have it baby bird it into the shoe. Saves a step for chopping. To smoothen the mix, get some Fiji water to add in. Not the bottled Fiji water, just some water from a local puddle. It's still Fiji water. And the best part, it's all keto. For the most palatable experience, use your friend's food as a ladle. To garnish, top it with crushed seasonal bugs, and much like grilled cheese to a tomato soup, use some balut to top it off.
Gross.
And that's that. All right, and here's number 2. The first time my family and I visited Fiji, it was my hubby's 40th birthday bash. Full disclosure, we were planning on going to Bora Bora, but our plane crashed over the archipelago and we just fell in love. The flora and fauna are just amazing, and the vistas are breathtaking. We landed without supplies and barely subsided on what we had around us. This one was one of my little one's favorites, and they never knew how nutritious it really was. This is a recipe that brings me back to the days of being a feral child running through the woods with my beloved grandmother. She only spoke in tongues, so the quantities are a little freeform. Feel free to have fun with it and see what fits your tastes. So here are the ingredients: excrement, human own, human other, Fijian flying fox, aka Fijian monkey-faced bat. Those are all the different types of feces, excrement. You also got spider eggs. You have a snake, specifically whatever part has the venom sacs. 2 tablespoons of good fire ant larva, raw fish, magma, diuretic variety, maggots, asterisks. Feral maggots are preferred, but store-bought is fine in a pinch. A sea snake, and German roach eggs for texture. I love the crunch they add. This is optional, but I highly recommend. Instructions: mix the non-magma and non-live insect ingredients and let fester in island heat for approximately 7 to 17 days for flavor. Directly before serving, add magma and live insects. Wrap in a sea snake and enjoy. So those are our 2 recipes. We have stew in a shoe, and then, the appetizer platter of different snakes and eggs and ants and whatnot. What do you think?
Well, decisions. I noticed a lot of overlap in ingredients between both the recipes. I guess the location really narrowed down possible ingredients that could be used. I really appreciated that the second group included an introduction mentioning an ubby, a honeymoon, everything you find in annoying mom blog posts for recipes. But I think the first one had a little more detail, and the imagery really brought me, I think, a more inherent disgust, if that makes sense. It's more sensory, a little more visceral.
So it seems your pick is stew in a shoe.
Stew in a shoe, I think, was a little grosser for me.
All right. Well, congratulations, Team Stew in a Shoe. That means Team the poo-poo and everything else. You're going to Tribal Council, unfortunately. Anna, thank you so much. You may leave.
Thank you. Good luck, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Anna.
I love Finley. Matthew's cool too, but that it's going to be one of them too. I think currently it's going to be Finley because she's the biggest threat. Seems pretty simple right now.
It's great because I was exactly at the point where I was like, fuck, like I really appreciate these individuals right here. I don't want to vote any more of them off. And now I don't have to. It is, the Lord is just smiling upon me and my team. It's good. Shout out to Killian. We prayed on this.
It's fun. I mean, it's fun because we're like, the entire team moved to the new team. And it's not like, at least it's not one person obviously against everybody else. We have one person versus everybody else, theoretically.
I might be going though. I'm not feeling particularly confident this time, is all I'll say.
The 5 of us were feeling tight. And so to have all of us in one group with 2 of my biggest competitors, I don't know, Ethan. I think I'm sitting pretty. Though this would be a really, really sexy time if they wanted to blindside me. Oh, this would be perfect.
Sounds like there's actually quite a lot of conflict within that team. Seems like there's quite a bit going on here. I need to suss things out a little bit more. It doesn't feel as if there's a target pointed at me really, but we'll see how things go. I mean, it's the wheel of life, right? Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down.
It's crazy that we're all still in the same tribe. I feel like I know the plan. I feel like people are sticking to the plan, and I hope it works. So I'm excited to potentially move forward if everything does work.
Hello, everybody. We'll begin tribal council. Lena, even though it was supposedly supposed to be a swap, you all managed to be put in together. Are you feeling secure with your teammates, or are you feeling like this is an opportunity for some backstabbing?
I think that's a good question. I mean, I was feeling pretty nervous about today. I know people the least amount. I don't know what to expect. I don't know these people like you two know these people. I don't know these people like these other people know these people. But I've just been playing as hard as I can. Just kind of hoping that shows. That's kind of what I'm doing.
Michael, are you also feeling like this tribal is going to go down pretty predictably? Or are you feeling like you don't know what's going on, even though the swap happened in your favor on paper?
I don't know. I know that I like to talk, and that was the case last tribal. I don't know. I'm making moves.
Do you think that your argument with Billy was like bad vibes for everybody else? Is that what you're worried about?
I mean, possibly.
I'm just trying to figure out what you meant by because
yeah.
you like
I don't know how strong this team is with everything necessarily, because all things can introduce new people, new introductions can change things.
Sure. Matthew, do you feel like your new introduction to this team was significant enough to have your mark on the team?
I mean, hard to say. I guess, I was the one who typed up that recipe for better or for worse. So, a lot of my heart and soul in there, but a lot of all of our hearts and souls in there. So tough to say.
You should have put a human heart and soul in the recipe.
That's what was missing.
Hindsight's 2020, they say.
Yeah. Finley, what about you? As the other new person on this tribe, are you feeling like you are being ingratiated into this tribe?
It's definitely stressful to come into a group that's all like been together for a second. It's hard to kind of like rapid fire like meet people, do the challenge, and then kind of be like hi everyone who knows each other and has been doing the little like hangouts beforehand. Don't make it me. Like, I know that's always kind of like, it's oftentimes easy to pick the new people who come into the fold. So,
Storm, how do you feel about what Finley is saying? Is it just an easy pick between Matthew and Finley for this vote?
I can't speak for everybody on the team, but I can say with certainty that I don't know her. So it's not even no offense. You know what I mean? I
did come into your room once and pet your cat. So.
Oh, sweet. Sweet. I'm sorry, I did not remember that. It's dope.
Yeah, no, it's okay, Storm. Whatever.
So I'm reading that's one vote for Finley at least.
Possibly.
Sure.
How does it feel, the plan going into this vote? Do you feel like you have a solid plan? You know who you're voting for and who other people are too?
I feel like I never feel good about the plan until it's over. I just
yeah. Killian, this is kind of like a weird question, but when I played Survivor, Something I was intrigued by was how chaotic it feels when you're planning the vote, but then the votes almost always turn out unified or planned in some way. How do you
Yeah.
know which plan to go with when you're being approached with 5 or 6 other plans?
Ethan, I told you when we started, I'm so tired. This is a big question.
That's okay. Now let me ask you a different question.
Okay.
Is your exhaustion, are you worried that your exhaustion is going to impede your ability to do well this episode?
In my opinion, it would be gorgeous if I fell asleep right now. Like, so does it impede my performance? God, I hope so.
Okay. I don't know how to respond to that, but we will see. I'll bring you all each one by one into the voting booth. See who becomes the 5th person voted out of Survivor All-Stars. Good luck, everybody.
I'm gonna vote for Finley. I think it's obvious. She's my biggest competition. Finley, when you watch this, you're a radical bitch, and I live for you.
Yael said something along the lines of like, why don't we just be straight up? And I thought for a moment, and I was like, that's all I've wanted.
Just sort of the easiest person to go with, I think, in terms of maintaining positive, mutually beneficial relationships strategically going forward.
We don't know what Finley and Matthew have. They might be little tricky sneakies. Because we are going to hold strong. Chartreuse is going to hold strong. And the plan is for Finley.
I would like to vote Matthew.
I'm just trying to save my skin right now, and so I'm just gonna go with the person who I'm hearing the most. I'm gonna have to go with Michael.
I'm back, and the votes are in. Excuse me, I have to burp. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. Become the 5th person voted out of Zoom Survivor All-Stars. Here we go. First vote, Michael. Second vote, Finley. Third vote, Finley.
Okay.
4th vote, Matthew. 5th vote, Matthew. 2 votes Matthew, 2 votes Finley, 1 vote Michael. 6th vote, Finley. The 5th person voted out of Survivor. Finley. Finley, I'm so sorry.
Bye, guys. No, it's totally fine.
Sorry.
It's all
Bye,
good.
Finley.
Finley was voted out at the last tribal council.
Yes, Ethan, yes.
Yeah, I'm just going to announce the challenge and the rules and whatnot. So it's going to be 15 words that all have to do with Survivor in some way. As long as you have a very basic 101 understanding of what Survivor is, you'll know these words. They're not specific niche words from episode 22 or something like that. I'm going to post the mixed up, scrambled words into the general chat on Discord. Please message me on Discord privately the full list of 15 words once you have them all unscrambled, and then I'll let you know if you were first or not, because whoever sends it in first will be safe from tribal council and dismissed for the evening. I'll give a brief warning in the Discord very soon.
We got this. We got this.
I'll start from the bottom.
Okay, it's here.
The last one is $1 million.
Fishing is number 5.
Storm, look at 7.
Number 9 is shelter. Number 9 is shelter.
Yeah, number 9 is shelter. We just need one more. We just need
Sure.
4.
Okay, 6 through 8 are done.
Number 2 is Alliance. Nope, it's not.
Oh,
Damn it,
7.
Fuck off.
And you're sending it to Ethan, right?
Yeah, it's already typed. We just need 4.
Something immunity idol is the last one. What's the first word?
Marooned. Marooned.
Marooned.
How do you type that? How do you type that?
Marooned.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You all are dismissed.
Oh my god. Guys, we did that so well.
They got it before you.
No!
It was about, I would say, 10 to 15 seconds. So feel proud of that, but I'm so sorry. You will be going to the next tribal council of this evening.
I vote that we just, all right, bet. All right. Well, can we just do this tribal council out loud? Like, let's be real. We at the point. Like,
Why are you wanting to do this so out in the open?
just because, in the interest of time, like it
For
just takes
sure.
so much time to message each other.
That's no problem. Matthew, are you also feeling like that's a solid idea, or does that sound like, no, let's not scramble. Let's not scramble. There's an easy person here.
I don't know if I would say I'm feeling an easy person, but I'm definitely feeling a bit of trepidation. Just as like, what does this look like?
I'm gonna be real. I'm a loyal bitch. I'm saying Team Chartreuse. Matthew, I love you so much, but it's looking very clipped for you.
Matthew, what is the feeling? What can you do in a moment like this to try to save your butt?
Well, I guess all I can do is, appeal to folks who may feel like they have a target here other than me, or maybe a shared target perhaps, and say, maybe let's think about pushing our votes in another direction.
Killian, were you privy to what Matthew is alluding to? Perhaps somebody else besides Matthew being a problem?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious from the last couple of tribal councils that Michael has a target on her back.
Why?
We're honest, and she gives good TV, good challenges, but kind of a threat, like a big threat. And I've told her before. So, Michael, do you have anything to say to me?
Look, I know that Killian and Yael know each other. I know that Killian and Storm know each other. Lena is new. I know Yael. I also got her voted out. Who knows? So I heard you, Matthew.
Lena, what's your take on this moment? You are new, but do you still feel the loyalty to your older tribe?
Oh, for sure. No, sorry, my Adderall is wearing off.
That's okay.
I feel like the people I was close with did so well because we couldn't do anything but trust each other. I don't know, strong ties can do a lot more for you than you think. I feel the loyalty, and I have no intention on doing anything about that.
Mm-hmm. Yael, are you also feeling loyal to this group? There will come a time when you have to rely on other people. If you make it to the merge, for example, are you thinking that far ahead?
Yeah, I mean, I am really down to like chat with anyone and be friends with anyone. That's kind of, I don't know. I'm not like guns out, but right now I'm feeling really good about my team.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. I'll bring you all into the voting booth one by one, and you know the drill. Somebody will become the 6th person voted out of Zoom Survivor All-Stars.
You already know what it is. We're voting Matthew. We didn't lie. We already told him. Them's the breaks. Put me back now.
I hope I did good acting to pretend like I was insecure. I'm voting Matthew, baby. Chartreuse forever. Viva Chartreuse!
Matthew's like a Judy of mine. I'm looking ahead and I'm thinking if the 5 of us choose to vote Matthew out, the moment we get to merge and we have 5 out of 11 people, it doesn't really look good for us. I'm mowing the grass and I want to take the snakes out, and so I'm gonna vote for Michael.
Tough spot for me here. I'm thinking I'm probably about to get voted out, but as a bit of a Hail Mary here, I'm gonna vote for Michael.
So now we're back at square one. I have thought about how stressful it is that there are so many close ties with people in this game. It makes it hard to slip through the cracks when so many people know each other. But it's all kind of like catch-22 right now, I think. But my vote is...
Okay, it's time to vote.
All right, everybody, the votes are in. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately, become the 6th person voted out of Zoom Survivor All-Stars. Here we go. First vote, Michael. Second vote, Michael. Third vote, Matthew. Fourth vote, Matthew. 2 votes, Matthew. 2 votes, Michael. Fifth vote, Matthew. The sixth person voted out of Survivor, Matthew. Matthew, so sorry. Need you to leave the Zoom call.
We love you dearly as a person, and we're sorry.
All right, everybody. Congratulations, Chartreuse. You'll stay. You want to stay Chartreuse and that color?
Absolutely.
We should rebrand. We should rebrand. Okay.
I kind of
okay.
like it. I think I'm gonna have to keep it. I'm sorry. Well, congratulations on surviving session 3. So I'm gonna end the call. Congratulations.
Thank you,
again.
Ethan.
No problem.
Thanks, Ethan. Good night,
Thanks,
everyone.
Ethan.
Thank
Bye,
you.
all.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.